Seeing the video of the beating by those 5 police officers can have a lasting effect on children, especially children of color.
News 8 Saida Abbas is here now with the resources available to support their emotional well-being. Saida.
Good evening, Dennis and Ann. Experts are saying that an incident like the killing of Tyre Nichols can trigger racial trauma, which can cause depression and stress. And we're told that it's important for young black children to be surrounded by parents or mentors who can validate their emotions.
When instances like this occur, it just, like they say, it takes years to build a building and then seconds to, demolish a building or implode.
Leonard Jihad is the executive director at Connecticut's Violence Intervention Program. He's been mentoring young children in New Haven for years. His office offers many resources. One of them is music to cheer these kids on. After seeing the graphic video of 29-year-old Tyre Nichols being beaten by 5 police officers, Jihad told News 8 it's hard for young black kids to show up to work or school with a smile.
Not to just build up the resilience, but then to understand, how can you really learn when you haven't slept the night before, or you haven't eaten, or you're anxious, or you're traumatized.
Tyron Whitaker is also a mentor here.
If parents haven't had the conversation already, they should start having a conversation now.
The tough conversation about encounters with law enforcement.
Yes, sir. No, sir. Keep your hands where they can see them.
I spoke to Dr. Ralph Dodd. He's the regional director of collegiate counseling in partnership with Quinnipiac University and their counseling center. He educated us about what vicarious trauma is for black children.
Some of the experiences that they end up encountering is called vicarious trauma, where they've seen it repeatedly and they start to think and expect some of those actions to occur.
So when it comes to speaking to your child about law enforcement, he says,
it's a very delicate situation because there's a lot of law enforcement officers that really do a great job, right? And they are here to protect. And we teach kids at a very young age that, if you're in danger, you reach out to a police officer or you reach out to a fireman or someone in that position. And it's important that we don't lose sight of that, and when we do educate, while offering the counter and say there are going to be those situations where things are not going to necessarily go well, and these are the protective factors or the measures you can take.
Coming back to Tyrone Whitaker, he says these instances are difficult, but he doesn't want young children to give up.
Violence doesn't breed violence, and we don't want that. We don't want everybody to get angry and feel like we got to go out here and breed violence to get answers. We do it with our intelligence, or what we know. We go to these courthouses, we go to these White Houses, we protest. We do it the right way.
Research also says making a list of situations, people, or places that trigger your trauma so you can figure out things to cope with those situations. Ann?
All right, thank you so much, Saida.